Este video va a ser viral. Grabado con cámara de Super Zoom por Morador Producciones. Son las 5 de la tarde. Grabado desde el patio de mi casa, Atempan, Puebla.
Let's roll it once again. We're watching this, and this is coming out from Haini Mausan. He put this out on his channel, and he's wanting us to share it with you in America here. Is this some kind of new Vimana? That's what people might say. Some kind of craft up there, or is this some possible advertising balloon? I'm not seeing any gondola underneath whatever this thing is. So definitely, in my opinion, it's unmanned from that point of view. I don't see any fire underneath to propel this as they do. We've got a good close-up on this right now. And let me tell you, I haven't seen any kind of craft like this in my over a decade or so that resembles anything in this character. Brett, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm glad that the cameraman holds a steady shot of this object, whatever it is, and he's going to zoom out. We're going to see that this has a full landscape, and he's actually got a pretty big lens on this thing to get this kind of detail. I commend him for that. This was captured in Buenos Aires, I believe, and what's going on there? Is this some sort of technology that they're experimenting with? I'm not going to rule that out. We're looking at something kind of amazing. We see these kind of like pillars on top of this thing, but here we go. He's zooming out. He's trying to grab focus, and look at the detail on how far out this thing is. So this thing's got to be massive. What is this?
Yeah, it would be size of a 10-story building, in my opinion. Look as he zooms in once again to get his focus on whatever this object is, but we can see that this thing is very far away from the person on the ground. So I would have to say this is, again, maybe a 10-story, maybe even 20 stories in height here. But what's a weird cylindrical objects partitioned around the object up at the top of this craft? That kind of catching my eye on here. Let me see if I could get a good still off this video and see if we could get more detail. Let me see. This is it. That's a pretty good shot. I'm going to be zooming in, adding some brightness, contrast, and adding actually some sharpness here. Is that some kind of possible... This is weird. Look, they look like tanks up on the top, rotating in diameter around the object. Brian, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, that was an insane picture right there. It really gave detail. This isn't CGI, folks. This is the real deal. Now, the big question is, what is it? Could it be a big hot air balloon? Maybe. I've just never seen anything like this. It almost seems like there's even a pictorial or maybe even a face attached to it. It could be just pareidolia on my part, but whatever this object is, like you said, Blake, is huge. It's like 10 to 20 story building. It's massive, and the colors are interesting. It has this kind of like flesh color look to it with maybe a little pinkish hue. I'm not seeing any like detection of mylar or balloon reflecting. This is something different.
I would have to say, and it's not tethered down either, Brent. This thing kind of remains stationary in the sky, but again, it's not manned by any kind of operator that we see underneath. There's no evidence of that. This thing is just hanging up there in the sky, what it is, and now that's what we want to know. That's why we're sharing it with you.